And you are wrong. There are consequences.
Nicholas Chavez died in April. Police used body cam video in the investigation. CBS News Brief, I'm Lisa Mateo.
He wears trout flies in his hat, fancy decals on his coat. He's got fishing gear for this and that piled high inside his boat. He really loves his fishing, he don't know another way. But for all that time he gives it, here's all he's got today. Oh, he's got
790 AM, 94.1 FM, KFGO.com, the KFGO mobile app. Follow 790 KFGO on Twitter. Like the KFGO Morning Crew on Facebook.
Well, you guys have been hearing a lot about the summer walleye connection to Ballards that I hosted and the great time that we had. We've even verified that with some of the people that were on the trip. They had fun, right, Mr.
Yep.
Challey?
Dave Challey, Al Crochet. Gary Moeller from Ballards Resort joining us. Hey, good morning, Gary. Thanks for joining us, bud.
What's going on there, sports fan?
Well, I'm just, did you convince Eye Candy Andy to come back to work? I mean, I know he quit that day that Bonnie was out there. He's like, I can't do this anymore. Did you get him back?
Oh, we were just talking about it earlier this week in the fish cleaning house. Yes, we're super excited. He'll be there. No worries.
There you go. Are you guys fighting over who gets me on their boat coming up in October in the fall?
Which therapist is going to be joining him on the boat?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gotten to that level yet, Bonnie.
Oh.
Well, we're still a few weeks out, but potentially it could happen. Yeah.
Whoever draws short straw gets me. Basically, is what you're saying.
I don't know. It's going to be fun either way. I know that we're starting to get into this little transition period now where we're getting more and more away from the drift-a-thon that we've been doing all summer. Pulling spinners with live bait. And now a lot of us guys are starting to throw a hook out the back of the boat and anchor up for the day and do some vertical jigging, which is very much more fall-esque. So definitely anticipating a solid jig bite by the time you get here.
Gary, we all know that the worst day fishing beats the best day at the office. Nobody's going to deny that whatsoever. What is it that makes fall fishing, an October trip to Ballard's Resort, so special?
Well, honestly, it's generally the anticipation of the big fish bite that we traditionally have every October. And, I was mentioning that, Andy and I were BSing again, and we were talking to Fish Cleaning House the other night, and because, I've been kind of removed from it from the last several years being on the Canadian side of the lake, and I said to him, gosh, I sure am excited about this October thing. And he's like, yeah, me too. And I was like, okay, so how so? And he said, well, my best day ever fishing that I've had here in the last, 9 or 10 years he's been with us was last October when he had, I think he told me he had 74 slot fish in one day and, 4 fish that were over 28 inches. So, those are the kinds of things that can potentially happen in October when you go out and anchor and jig and, you have a 125, 150 fish day and 70 some of those are slot fish that are over 19 inches. So that I think is really what the fall fishing in October gets people excited because they know that there's that true potential that you can really have that best day ever of your life type scenario.
We're visiting with Gary Moeller, Ballard's Lake of the Woods. I'm hosting a fall walleye connection. We still have some spots available, October 12th through the 15th, if you want to come along. And I didn't have much luck personally on the summer connection, but I think they're just going to be jumping right in my boat. Am I accurate on? Oh, you're laughing at me too. Doug's been laughing at me the past couple of weeks. No, there's going to be some work involved?
You're pacing yourself. You're a strong finisher, Bonnie. Don't worry. You're a strong finisher.
There you go.
You have to remember your attitude goes down the line and into the water.
Am I supposed to be quiet? Doug said I scared the fish. Is this like a golf course?
Scared
You're supposed
Andy,
to be quiet in the boat?
Maybe that was just a rule that he came up with. I'm not sure. My dad used it when I was 4 years old also, and I don't think the fish were scared whatsoever of me talking nonstop.
Oh, good. So that means I can talk as much as I want coming up in October?
Exactly. That's almost a rule. Like, the more silence there is on the boat, the more you should talk.
I like that. Well, no issues there with me talking.
Right on.
Gary Moeller, Ballard's Resort, joining us on the KFGO Morning Crew. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you want to spend some quality time at Ballard's Resort this coming October, have we got a deal for you? Gary, give our listeners a little idea. Like, you wake up that morning, give her a little bit of an itinerary of how our day is going to go.
Yeah, the morning thing starts with breakfast in the lodge. Usually everybody's up and rolling between 6:30 and 7, and then the guides are down on the dock getting all the skiffs ready to go for the day. 8 o'clock, everyone walks down the steps to the dock and gets on the charter that they're assigned to for the day. And October, a little bit different. It's weather dependent, but also bite dependent. Where last year we also had a fairly decent migration of walleyes into the confines of the Rainy River. So you might be heading to the lake. You might be actually heading upriver and spending, some time anchored and jigging in the river. But either way, the boats leave at 8 o'clock. They've got they've usually got the lunches packed and ready to go for the day. You just bring your own beverage. There's a bathroom on the boat. Rods, reels, bait, tackle, fish cleaning, all included. We go out fish, from 8 to 5. And, then back in time for happy hour and talk about who caught the biggest fish for the day and get ready to do it all over again the next day.
Yeah, and there's so much bonding on it. It is so much fun. And there's a reason why people have been coming back to Ballard's on Lake of the Woods time and time again. There was many people that were on the Summer Walleye Connection with me and KFGO who had been there 3, 4, a dozen times, some of them. Gary, you guys do it upright, from your guides to your entire staff there, the bar, the restaurant, all of your employees, very cordial, and you just run a top-notch outfit up there on Lake of the Woods, Ballard's there. So we do appreciate that. And you make it fun. We sure enjoy it. And we're looking forward to it. And I know we got some spots. And I know you got to get your boat ready. So we're going to cut you loose, okay?
All right, sounds great.
All right, fight over me. Just keep on fighting over me, Gary. I know.
Will do. You guys have a great weekend.
You too. If nothing else, Murr will take me. Murr likes me.
Eye Candy Andy.
Murr was my first.
Okay. I've
My first guide on the winter walleye connection many years ago. What'd you think I meant?
No, I know that over the course of time, the healing process has taken course, and they're all the better for it now.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be fun, though. Looking forward to it. If you want to come fishing with me, we do have some spots still available. Monday, October 12th through October 15th, the Fall Walleye Connection. We are leaving here from our KFGO studios. It gets your bus ride in there, 3 nights lodging, 2 days of guided walleye fishing, all your meals. They've got all the bait, the rods, the reel. You don't even have to bring that. Just bring yourself. They clean the fish for you. They send the fish home with you. $520, but you got to pick up the phone. Give Ballard's a call, 1-800-776-2675. Don't wait around because spots are filling up. There are still a few available. I'd love to have you along. Come with